Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Legendary Leaders. I am your host, Katrina Jameson. I'm the founder of Legend Leaders, where we arm female business leaders with the strategies they need to master the one rule of career success in order to live life on their terms, a legend life. It's the last Wednesday of the year. We are about to wave goodbye to 2022. We have been living through preparation season this entire month. I hope you're having a wonderful holiday season. I hope you're having a wonderful time with those individuals who mean the most to you, whomever they are. I hope that you're having a wonderful time with them and you've created some phenomenal memories. I love it. I know that I've been doing that. I hope that you've been doing that. You know, we just celebrated, we've celebrated Hanukkah, Christmas, and now we're in Kwanzaa. If you celebrate Kwanzaa, happy Kwanzaa. And we're moving through the seasons, and then we're about to hit New Year, right? This weekend is going to be New Year's Day. Here we go. And that is what we've been leading up to, right? We said no more of the day of resolutions that fail. No more of that. We are preparing to make 2023 the best year ever. And so in order to do that, we have to do some work, and that's what we've been doing. I'm so proud of you for putting in the work. Come back to me. I hope you're listening to this the day of. If not, I get it. But, let's go ahead and jump into getting this work done. You have already done the self-assessment. I'm trying to make sure I remember. It's been a little bit of time. There have been a few things that have happened between the last time that we chatted and now. So I'm jogging my memory. I'm jogging your memory in the process. We've done the self-assessment where we reflected back on 2022. We made sure that we called out the key lessons we needed to learn. Good job. The other thing that we've done is we set and cast our vision for 2023. What are our musts for 2023? What must happen to make 2023 the best year of our lives? What is it going to look like? Why is it a must? How's it going to feel? What's it going to mean to you, to me? And of course, what are the resources that I need to tap into in order to ensure that that actually happens, right? That I leave nothing on the table. So we've gone through all of that. Today is all about getting ready and taking action. So what I want you to do is I want you to grab your journal, your workbook, ideally your workbook because you did the work in there. Grab that workbook, take a look at it, and you're going to look at the list of things that you wrote out, that you made, your overall targets for 2023, right? You've got the list in front of you. And so what I want you to realize is, and you know this inherently, I'm just going to call it out and make you conscious of it, is the fact that when we set goals for the whole year, we know that 2 weeks into January, we're not going to have already achieved that goal. We set really big goals. We've probably set goals like promotions, big trips, like I said, maybe a wedding, maybe the birth of a child. There are big things that we've written down. Hopefully some small things too, right? Not everything has got to be huge. But typically, when we think about a year, we typically pick some pretty large things that we want to achieve. That's just natural. That's human nature. And so what I want you to do is I want you to tease out those really big milestones, those really big targets that you wrote down. And what I want you to acknowledge is the fact that in order to reach those milestones, there are some things that we have to do, right? Let's use the ladder analogy or the stairs analogy. The end point is all the way up here, right? And so we've got to climb those stairs or climb the ladder to get to that endpoint, which means there are steps or there are rungs that we have to step on along the way. What I call those in business and what you call those in business are milestones, right? We have milestone goals or milestone targets that when we achieve the first milestone, it gets us ready to achieve the second, to achieve the third, and the fourth milestone is actually the end result that we want to achieve, right? And so, for example, let's say that you listed that one of the things you want to achieve this year is a promotion, okay? Let's say that you want to go from VP to EVP, right? Or let's say you want to go from VP to C-suite. Let's say it's one of the things you want to do. Or let's say you want to go from senior director to vice president, right? It can be any of those. The bottom line, though, is that if you're sitting in one seat and you want to get to the next seat, there's a gap. And so we've got to close the gap. And so what we need to do is understand what are the milestones in that gap that you need to set and achieve so that the gap is closed and you are eligible and ready for the promotion, right? Now, can you control the timing of the promotion? No. We're not talking about writing down and creating milestones for things you don't control. That's pointless. That's frustrating. We're not tackling that. What we're going to do is we're going to control what we can. And so therefore, when you say, as an example, I'm ready to get promoted, I want a promotion in 2023, then what we need to do is we need to look at things like the job description into that promotion, what your current performance looks like right now, where you need to grow, and set some milestones around the growth points, right? So what are the areas that you need to or want to grow in? What's some feedback that a mentor has given you or your supervisor's given you to say, hey, when you close these gaps, you're going to be ready to promote. If you don't have the feedback, then that's one of the action items that you're going to list on there. Go get all the feedback and understand what the milestones need to look like. But ideally, you already know this stuff. If you don't, get the information. But for this example, let's say that you've already gotten the feedback. And so you already know what you need to do in order to close the gap. So I want you to set the milestones. That's what today is about. We're going to pull out each big target that you set for 2023. We're going to look at what you want to achieve. We're going to look at where you are. You're going to look at where you want to be. And you're going to set milestones that you want to achieve between now and next year that are going to move you down the pathway of achieving your final result. That's what today is about. Okay? And then from there, you're going to take action. You're going to then sit down. Once you have everything listed out and you understand the milestones, well, what are you going to do? It's pretty easy, right? Now you've got a list of milestones and time frames. Maybe what you do is you set a milestone to achieve every quarter. It's usually how it works, right? It's what we're used to in business. Why not make it similar to your personal life, right? Your personal and professional life. The targets you want to achieve. Maybe for Q1, you've got a milestone and you're going to hit it in the first quarter. And so the end of that is the end of Q1. Now you've got a list of all these things that you want to achieve in the first quarter. And so you do. And I think the cat just jumped behind me, maybe. He's a mess. His name is Sig. If that happened, sorry, he's just trying to join the fun. It's been a wild and crazy house here, as you can tell, for the holidays. I digress. Okay, that totally threw me off. Let me get back on track. So, at the end of the day, now you should have a list, if you put your milestones together, of what you're going to be working on January, February, and March. And so now you know what to go start doing. You've got a clear plan of action. We're not hitting January going, what do I do? We're not hitting January going, I've got this target that I want to achieve. How do I get there? You can step into the first of the year already celebrating the fact that you've got milestones, you've got targets, you've got timelines. You know what you want to achieve. You know every milestone that's going to help you get there. You've got a timeline around and a deadline for each of those milestones. And so you've got a personal plan of action. A personal plan of action. You're prepared. You're not sitting there dreaming of what 2023 will look like. You've had the dream. Now you're going to make the dream a reality. How cool is that? That's what we do as high achievers. Sometimes it takes us a long time. Sometimes we do it the hard way. This time we're going to do it the easy way because we've got a clear plan. All right, that's what you've just created. Set your milestones, create your deadlines around the milestones. Go ahead and create your plan of action. What are you going to achieve in Q1? Get super clear on what that looks like, and then go do it. And remember, when I say what you're going to achieve in Q1, if you decided that in March you're going to go take a 2-week vacation, that's a really important thing for you. It's a family vacation that you've been planning on for years. Then that is absolutely part of your overall plan for Q1. That's huge, right? That's part of what 2023 is all about. That's part of what's going to make 2023 the best year of your life. And so again, we're not talking about just professional achievements and goals. We're talking whole entire life. Everything. And so maybe the event isn't in Q1. Maybe the big, huge 2-week vacation is in Q2. Maybe it's during the summer. And so you're having to do things to prepare in Q1, like get the passports and do some different things, right? And so maybe that's a milestone for you. Maybe a milestone in that instance is in Q1, you've got to get all the legal documents and all of the Airbnb is booked, and all the different things that you've got to do, right? But that's the fun stuff. And we want to celebrate all of those fun things because everything that we're doing, the promotion, the growth, the work, the family events, the vacations, the wedding, like I said, the birth of a child, whatever it is that you have planned for 2023, all of it is good. All of it is enjoyable. All of it is going to be something that we learn from if we choose to have that mindset and make it so. Okay? So start off the year with that mindset. Start off the year knowing that's what you're going to go do and then go make it happen. I cannot wait to have our cup of coffee, tea, hot chocolate, whatever it is a year from now and have you tell me why 2023 has been the very best year of your life. Now go make it happen. No excuses, no delays. Get the workbook, do the work. And when you're ready, guess what? I'm doing something really cool at the beginning of January, something to help you take this momentum and move you forward as a part of mastering executive leadership. I cannot wait to share it with you. If you have not grabbed the workbook, you've got to get it so that you can get on the list to get the information about this upcoming event that's going to help you kickstart the year and help you achieve all of these milestones and ultimately all of these targets that you've created. If you're not on the mailing list, get on it. If you're not sure how to get on it, click the link in the details of the podcast. Go get the workbook. That'll add you onto the mailing list and you'll get all of the information. I promise you'll be on there. If you can't wait and you're like, Katrina, I don't want to wait. I want the information now. Email me, katrina@legendleaders.com, and I will personally send the information to you. All right? Go have a wonderful last few days of 2022. Go kick off 2023 with a bang. I can't wait to celebrate you. I'm already proud of you for putting in the work. Great job working through preparation season. As always, go and be legendary.